Saw my boy Andrew today. He pull up. I saw my boy Andrew today. He pull up to the job. Drew. Because his name is Andrew. I call him a lot of things. I call him Drewski. Jim Carrey. Because we started calling him that at Elmwood. But was like, he looked like the po Jim Carrey. I said Jim Carrey before he got on. Because Jim Carrey's show was homeless before he got on. I'm happy for Drew though. Drew done got custody of his kids. When he got custody of his kids, he said he took out a loan. After he got custody of his kids, he took out a loan and bought him a car. It was a 2017 Ford Escape. Said Drew had got him a car. Well, he got custody of his kids pretty much by default, because you know he was living with his ex and the kids with their mama, but he watches them all the time. And like, shut up, man. Anyway, yeah, you can if the other parent doesn't. So anyway, you know exactly what the hell I'm saying. Anyway, so I guess his baby mama always got some hater calling the police on her. And I think this last time, his ex was the one that called the police on her. But she was acting like she didn't. So she lost custody. The baby mama lost custody, so they gave custody to Drew. Drew went and bought him a 2017 Ford Escape. And he was like, he ain't had a car 2 days. On his way to work, fucking engine blows up and catch on fire. And he was like, yeah, man, and that's when my stepdad stepped in. I said, yo, stepdad? I said, I thought that nigga don't like you. He said, me too. He was like, his stepdad was like, I see you trying hard. You just can't get it together because you got shit in your way. Talking about his baby mama. So his stepdaddy went and did something at the car lot. They end up taking the car back. They end up taking it back. And then giving him the cash value for it. Pretty much in cash. 15 grand. Well, 18 grand. He was like, he put the whole 15 on a Subaru. And put the rest out. I was like, see, that's that white folk shit. He said, what you mean? Come on, man. Don't do that, bro. I said, that's that white folk shit. Because your white ass daddy went in there, raised some white fuss, and you got the whole cash value back of your car. Nigga, the best me or my wife probably would have got was the warranty reinstated and our engine fixed. Nigga, I'm happy for you, though. That just means you got to stay on the straight and narrow, boy. Because I promise you, that shit don't happen like that for everybody that easy. Everybody don't get that second chance like that. Nigga, it was luck how I got full custody of my baby. That was luck. Because I still got homeboys that's fighting for their life trying to get custody of their kids. And them children damn near grown.
Please text the word something along with your issue or seat location to 55555. A member of our escalation team will respond immediately. The National Basketball Association and the Boston Celtics are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, entering the court or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to rejection and possible arrest. Please report. Starting at the guard, 5'10", number 39, Tyler.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here, joined by the Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Coach Stan Van Gundy. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well. And while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for Jason Tatum.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
And a look at the starters for the Bulls. White and Levine pair up in the backcourt.
This new
Christian
GM
Brown
gives me
out there
so
with
vibes.
Patrick Williams. And it's Smith in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Celtics, Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pairing, it's
I
White
ain't
and
even
Brown.
met this man
And it's
yet.
Smooth in at the 1 spot. You know, on paper, this looks like a
This one many times
lopsided
I talked to him
matchup,
today.
but anything can happen in the NBA, Grant.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game. There you go.
Tip-off goes to the Celtics. Tatum passes to White. It's deflected. From deep. And Tatum with the basket on the assist by White.
Solid for Tatum. Tatum is not shy about firing away.
Pass to Brown. Back to White. Now here's Williams. Smith outside. White with it from the arc. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Now Porzingis to the wing on the left. There's Tatum with the 3. That shot no good. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, Zach LaVine so crafty at getting himself to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good.
Are you shooting it up on purpose?
Both free throws good from Levine.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
The Celtics have gone 1 for 3 so far. And he goes in for the dunk.
Coming into the league, putting up points was no problem for Tatum, but now he's creating scoring opportunities for others.
White, the pass to Smith, and here's Levine. Pass to White. There's the 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Bro, that was bullshit. Man, where your food at?
And I like how White shot it with confidence. He's reliable beyond the arc.
For Boston, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a 3-point play here. Going to the line for 1. Boston shooting their first free throw this game.
First team foul. At the line with 1 shot, Tyler.
And here are the Bulls now. It's a three-point game. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
Honestly, they were just outclassed in that one. You thought it would be a tough night for them, and it was.
Well, it's never fun when you're expected to lose a game. You just got to put it behind you, not carry it into the next one.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring number.
Brown with the block.
Great positioning and timing by Brown, using his athleticism to come away with the rejection.
Pass to Smooth. To the inside. Ooh, stolen by Smith. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Smooth in their last game against the Magic was tremendous. He scored 17 points, and he was dialed in from long distance. But remember, he also was great on the stripe. We should have expected a game like that, given his impressive form of late. We'll see if he keeps going tonight. Brian?
That's good stuff, Allie. He really made his presence felt in that one, doing some heavy lifting.
And I think he'll try and repeat that performance tonight.
Yeah, watching the film of that game, they ran some nice sets for him. I'd expect more of the same tonight.
And dialing into our broadcast remotely, I'm told we have Shams Charania here with a special report. Shams, take it away.
Thanks, BA. With the trade deadline looming ahead, it's the Brooklyn Nets in transaction news. They've talked about needing to toughen up their perimeter defense, and they did that and more by going out and making a deal for OG Anunoby. Many of his peers consider Anunoby the best perimeter defender in the league, and he will completely reshape this team's defense. The price wasn't cheap, but it was one they'll happily pay.
Well done. Appreciate the report, Shams. Thanks. And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
That's like having a picture on the inside of your body. They be all white and yellow.
And a new group getting ready for Chicago.
Substitution on the court.
Check in for Chicago.
No, I know what cake sores look like. I ain't never had that on the inside of my mouth. I get abscess. I don't get cancer sores. Them shits be like white holes on the inside of your mouth.
A minute 6 left now in the first quarter. White for 3. Knocks down the long J. White's got 8 points. Celtics lead by 5. Smooth. Pass to Brown. Pass to Smooth. Fires the 3. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. 10 points for him.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Dosunmu, the pass to White. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Now here's Holiday. Pass to Walsh. Fires for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
White with it. Here's Williams. The three is up. And so it's the Boston Celtics with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Boston.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
They've got Karis LeVert, Drew Holiday out there with Clint Capella, and it's Walsh in at the power forward spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach, but when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy.
Well, the veteran floor general Holiday is a fantastic distributor. Someone that understands how to involve his teammates.
LeVert outside. Lets the three fly. Buries it from 3. Walsh has got 6 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And it's Morris penetrating. Hey, rejected by Capella.
Offensively, you have to be aware of Capella. He is a block master. Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Morris.
I don't see no cars on this street. Lights are on, so the car needs to work.
Okay. She don't want to be in there.
Oh yeah, she's coming down.
I mean, it's not very distinctive what the address is either. It's hard to see.
Come on. There you go. Stop. Yes, this is it. So slow.
Young. I mean, it's dark. Put it in that type of bed. That's the one we've been going to. It's called Good Taste now with Auntie.
Yeah, she's still there?
No, I told you that forever ago.
I know the last time I went in there,
Yeah,
it taste she was in there.
No. You know how long ago that been, babe?
Auntie done sold the shit.
I don't think it was hers to tell. She was working there.
Franchise out.
I don't know. Last time I was in, it's very unclean. So you did all that, but you ain't give me nothing to eat with it.
Oh no, they ain't giving me one either.
God. Can we cut that fan down? For a second. The show's gonna have to pull the food cold. Got my ear hurting on. Notice I've been hiding underneath the blanket. It's too high. It's still too high. It's still too high, babe. Okay, I guess I should just take him and cut it off. This is 7 weeks.
Yep.
It's supposed to be cut.
It's on the wing. 4-3. Nails it from beyond the arc. 6 points for him.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Call timeout. I forgot to see my hours for the week. They weren't looking right, but then I forgot I worked 11 hours at Elwood. So the way they come all on one check, but my hours over there don't reflect on my hours at Broadway. You know, Jason asked me 4 times today that I want to go back to Elwood. I gave him a look. First 2 times I gave him a look. The 3rd time I'm wrong. And then the 4th time he asked me.
And Boston with some changes. Hauser, he's checked in for Walsh. Brown comes in for Levert. And it's White in for Holiday. Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. Levine comes in for Morris.
Especially not after what I saw the last time I worked. You know what I'm saying? The extreme chaos. And you not having people showing up to work. Meaning, guess where I was at? On the fucking line. I'm on the fucking line. And then I got who was supposed to be coming in on the line, calling back, asking for a schedule to tell me he's going to quit. And I had to talk him off the ledge. Clearly that didn't work. So no, I'm not going back over there. And I can tell my pay is different over there too. That's weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pay different. I can tell. So my pay at Broad River is $20.
All you have to say is it's more or less, babe.
It's more.
You giving too much.
Yeah, it's more. $2 more. Hell no.
Not worth $2 worth of drama.
If Teresa walked out with at 25.
$25 a month. Still can't live.
Not by South Carolina new law, new pay scale. So in other words, she wasn't wrong for asking what she was asking for. Because for her, especially still having young children, she only had, I think, 1 or 2 to graduate. I know. You said the wings are nasty. Instead, I think her son graduated, because he graduated the same time our kids graduated.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Pass to Smooth. Beyond the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Tyler's got 15 points.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
And, Coach, you look at Derek White, maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now. The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. DeSumo outside. Here's Smith. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Celtics lead by 12. Outside, Brown. Down low. Here's Tyler. And it's DeSumo with the rebound. Chicago has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. From 9 feet. No good. A bit long that time. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. Here's Tyler. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got his 4th assist in this.
I still don't know what the hell this dice do.
Oh. Dalton gave me a fucking beer dice game. Well, on the instructions it says your drink of choice in the cup, but I don't know, the rules kind of awkward.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Now here's Levine. He's averaging more than 12 a game. Consistent threat on offense. The Celtics have got 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Brown passes to Smooth. And again, Boston with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
The Bulls trail by 18. And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Here for the Celtics. Porzingis has checked in for Capella, and it's Jason Tatum in for Hauser.
Oh, I took Capella. Oh. They really take it off. Y'all hate it. We hate it.
We've got 1:08 left to play in the second quarter. Levine passes to Williams. To the paint. Here's White. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. White's got 12 points in the game.
Well, we've really seen White raise his game as a scorer. He can be relentless at times, like right now.
Back to White. And the layup is good. Give him 8 points now.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now here's White. He's got 12. From outside, off the mark.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Tatum can't hit.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Left side White. Out to the wing. Here's Brown. Sends it home from three-point land. Brown's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Yeah, that's a great find by White. He's such a clever and deceptive combo guard.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's Boston looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. They've been fantastic pushing the ball. Fast break points a key to this lead. We'll be right back.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to... You know what I was just thinking about, fellas? The NBA has lots of bright lights, maybe too bright for some.
Speaking of bright, Ernie, can we wear sunglasses on the set? You know, I'm looking at Shaq's head, and it's really, that wax he put on his head, oh my God, it's just glaring in my eyes.
Well, it deflects away the haters like you, Kenny. Glad to know it's working.
You have any extra, biggin?
You don't need it, Ernie. You always shine.
Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Celtics.
We knew they wanted to track me.
I think that's the
And
only
man, they got it.
YouTube ad
What
I
a
actually
pace
like.
they've set.
Very hard to beat them at their own game. They wear you out. And we've still got a whole other half
Oh, why
to
didn't you
go.
let that play out? It was gonna drop.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
I'm whole time.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. And, Coach, you took the Magic to the 2009 NBA Finals. Give us an idea of the different kind of pressure that exists in the finals.
Well, I didn't really feel as much pressure, but at the end of it, it was excruciating to get that close and to have a chance and then to lose in 5 games. Like, you know, even then going through it, that it's going to be hard to get another chance at it. So I would just sum it up and say excruciating.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. White and Levine pair up in the backcourt. Smith out there with Williams. And it's Brown in at the 3. White missing again.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, that's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. Levine passes to White. Knocks it loose. Here's Williams, hounded by Tatum. Picked by Smith. Here's Levine for 3. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Tatum, shot is good.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
Pass to Brown. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Ooh, had a nice open look right there. White's got 15 points.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Porzingis passes to Tatum. Out left to the wing. Here's Tyler. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Their first missed after hitting 3 straight shots, but I like their aggressiveness coming out of the half.
Explosive move by White. going right up to the rim.
Well, Stan, you talk about a late bloomer. Kobe White has shown that he might be just that.
Well, Brian, everything has come together for him. He's improved on defense. He's improved his decision-making. He got that second contract and a bigger role, and he is playing great.
They might have the best hair in the NBA.
And that is how you finish a drive. Kobe White.
Celtics lead by 17. To the middle. White on the wing. Outside, Brown. Tatum with it. Now guarded by White. 18 feet out. And it's Tatum missing.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Brown passes to Williams. Drops in the layup for two.
They need to run plays for him, get him more touches, whatever it takes to get him producing.
Boston's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. We've got 1:55 left to play in the third quarter. Back to Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls up. He got a piece of it. Now here's Levine. Outside White. The 3-ball. The shot no good. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots. An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. With some changes. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Porzingis. Karis LeVert comes in for Brown. And Holiday subbed in for White. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Highsmith, he's checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Kispert's checked in for Brown. And it's Dosunmu in for Levine.
Well, as a guard like White, you need to score inside. Force teams to respect you everywhere.
Tatum from long range. Chicago with a rebound. Kispert outside. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Karis LeVert.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And he drops the first. Walsh is checked in for Jason Tatum. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. Left side Holiday. And out of bounds. It'll be Chicago ball. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
.36 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Jenkins. Now here's Dosunmu. Three-pointer Kispert drills it from deep. Kispert's got 4 points this quarter. Boston leading by 11. And out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. We've got 13 seconds left in the third. And here's Dosunmu. From deep three-point land. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Boston out in front. They lead by 11. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And there have been two very different... change here for Chicago. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Smooth in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Outside, Brown. Pass to Smooth. Now Tatum. Lets it go from deep. On target from range.
It's like he needed that halftime break to gather himself. Now he's starting to get his confidence back here.
2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here's Brown. Anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got two young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
Bulls trail by 17. Here's White, and the layup is good off the glass. White's got 23.
Well, sometimes you need more than just your stars, though. They've got to run something to get the other guys good looks.
White, the pass to Smooth. Right side, Tatum. Outside, Brown. Clock at 6. Tyler, no good.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easy.
Here's Brown, defended by Brown. Rejected by Brown. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Porzingis. Brown with a screen. Here's Tyler. Gets the 3 to fall. That's 29 for him. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Celtics?
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense. They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Celtics.
They looked to run anytime they could.
They set the tone with their pace. Their transition game was excellent.
And this victory will put them at 36 wins on the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Smooth.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Levine with it. Now guarded by White. Williams a screen on Tatum. White. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist.
Well, when Levine looks to pass, it makes him so much more valuable.
Inside. Smooth. Pass to Tatum. White with it. And he makes it on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 18.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Here's Williams. And Chicago again with a bucket.
Assist from
Here's Tyler.
Kobe White.
17 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Tatum. The 3. The shot won't fall. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.
No.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink. Solid effort tonight on both ends. Man, everything feels just a little off. Let's win and go home.
XMP.